What's up, Pokemon fans and collectors? Super excited to be bringing you the brand new, not even officially released yet, Phantasmal Flames. We have a full booster box here and only one shot to get this right, so excited to tell you all about pre-release day, the luck of the day that I have had, and what we're really excited for about this brand new set, the second in the Mega Evolution era. We have our pack arts. We'll get started with a Gengar here, and want to jump right in and talk a little bit about this set. So this is Mega Evolutions number 2, Phantasmal Flames, one of really the smallest sets. Smallest set since 2010 when Heart and Gold Silver Undaunted came out. Being as small as it still is jam-packed with hits. We have the much anticipated Charizard Special Illustration Rare. We have one gold card with the gold Charizard, which either would be great in this box. And we have our first holo, the Toxtricity. Either of those would be amazing, but there are so many illustration rares and one other special illustration rare that really I'll talk about that I want to be a surprise because it's one of my favorite Pokemon. Pre-release day was amazing. Went down to my local card shop, was able to get everything that I wanted. We have a booster box, we got a booster bundle. They did not have any ETBs, and they rip the seal off and sell it for MSRP. So really excited to be bringing you an affordable booster box and a Holo Genesect. That card looks pretty familiar. My opinion has really changed about this set. At first, I thought they were holding out on us. As Pokemon does, a big Charizard set, they were lacking other cards. Gengar's on the pack art. There's a Mega Gengar EX in here, and it felt like that the Gengar SIR could have been in this set as well. Would have made it absolutely amazing, and I thought Pokemon's kind of holding out. But as I compare it to other Charizard sets, going back to Obsidian Flames, it's really similar where Charizard's the biggest hit and there's not much else. There's a couple great illustration rares, one or two maybe strong special illustration rares, but it seems like they kind of know that we're going to buy it anyway because Charizard's in it. They don't want to pack too many fan favorites into one set. So I kind of understand, so that everybody can get to open something, splitting them up. With that being said, I still would have loved to see both and was a little bit bitter about this set. But now that I'm holding it, now that I have, and our first Mega EX, the Mega Heracross full art. That is amazing. Little bit off center on the front, I can tell already. Back is a little off center as well, but overall the corners look good. And from my local card shop, shout out to them. The Mega Evolutions base set box we got had some great hits. We had the Lieutenant Surge SIR, and the conditions were amazing. I'm pretty much grading that entire box because nothing had any damage on it. Everything was pretty centered, which is out of their control, but the shipping intake and getting it to customers was amazing. So we have one hit already. We have a lot of packs to go. The holo Flygon. Flygon has an illustration rare in here that I would be really excited to get. That's one of my favorites. Couple other favorite illustration rares. Would love to see the Ludicolo. That is, I feel like a Pokemon that's just very slept on. Pretty underprinted, doesn't see that many great cards and that much love. And I'm really excited to hopefully pull that one here. Another one going to be very popular, the Piplup, right on time. Dawn has a special illustration rare, but that Piplup, I've seen it everywhere. I've seen it in the Japanese set, and something that is going to definitely be expensive. Ambipom has an illustration rare as well. That one's pretty cool. Maybe not a favorite, but definitely one. Again, at this point, we don't have any, so I would be happy to pull anything. But Piplup's going to be one that I'm chasing. I hope I get out of this box. Similar to maybe the Marshtomp from Mega Evolutions. That one came back down, but I'm seeing that one probably holding a similar price, just being a fan favorite Pokemon. As I said, Flygon has a great illustration rare as well. Wigglytuff, right on time again. As I'm talking about them, they're coming up. And we have our first double rare, Grimsley's Move. Awesome. It's still a little bit off center if you can see it, favoring that left side, but really cool full art card. I love the texture that they kind of went back to here in this set. Wigglytuff has a great illustration rare though. It seems like every time I start talking about things, we get a great card, which is not a bad thing. Couple other illustration rares that they have. They well, they released for the first time in English, but re-released the Paldean Wooper and the Meowth that were Japanese exclusives. I remember seeing them all over. Oh, and we hit one of our chases. No way. The Ludicolo. I feel like this whole box is just a little bit off center on the front, which, oh, this one's really off center on the back too. But I love this card. It's just so colorful. It's so much fun. So we're going to put that in a penny sleeve right away. That is a chase for sure, and going to be a great binder copy. I feel like I could probably get one and a 10 for an affordable price, given it a couple months. That is unbelievable. So we have our first illustration rare, and one of the ones I wanted probably most. That was first on my list. But so the Paldean Wooper and the Meowth, they were all over the internet. They were very expensive in a 10 because of how exclusive they were. And now that they've released them in this set, the cards have gone down a pretty significant amount. And so Pokemon definitely does not reward buying early and jumping on things. First Hollow, oh, and our first normal Mega Lopunny, so the double rare. Very cool. Especially pre-release. Those are definitely cards that people always want. Always happy to pass them on. Yeah, just a lot of people lost a ton of value in those cards. And Pokemon got them by coming out with it in this set. As far as special illustration rares go, I think I'm a little underwhelmed by the special illustration rares. Really, I want the Charizard. Who doesn't? I would love to see that in this box. Whoa! Our first EX. Wow, and they went back to kind of that starry finish. I didn't know that in this set. Very cool. Awesome. So we have one of everything at this point, except for our special illustration rare. But we have one illustration rare. We have a full art, two double rares, and then our Mega and EX cards. So we'll do a little bit of housekeeping on the side. But yeah, that Charizard is all I want other than the Rotom. The Rotom is my favorite special illustration rare other than the Charizard. I would love to see that card in this box, and definitely one, and probably one of the more affordable SIRs. I'm going to go pick that up at some point, whether I get it in this box. I have another box right there that maybe I open, maybe I don't. One coming from Pokemon Center, so this is a set that is really available for me. I've struggled together with things like Destined Rivals, had to end up trading some stuff away to get those sets, so really happy with the amount of Phantasmal Flames. And I think part of the reason that we can talk about is things seem to be slowing down. I don't know how you feel. I don't know what you're seeing out there. Viewers, comment and let me know. But I noticed today that the line was nowhere close to as long as it was for things like Destined Rivals, as it even was for Black and White, and it was down for Mega Evolution. So if you look at your collector app, which I think you should use if you don't already, wish they'd sponsor me, but maybe one day, that is a great app to track your prices. So if you already have collector or you looked at your collection, it's down. It's down a pretty decent chunk. Hopefully it's only short term leading up to the 30th anniversary, but I think part of the reason this set was more available because it might be cooling off a little bit. I was really able to get lucky. Along with it cooling down, I was able to get all of the Phantasmal Flames I wanted. But on the way home from my local game shop, I stopped at a grocery store, needed some lunch. We have a Hollow Suicune. Needed some lunch and happened to just walk into a grocery store that had a vending machine. It's one of the normal ones I go to. I knew it was there, but there was a cart parked in front of it, and I knew that usually meant that people kept away from it. So moved the cart an inch out of the way, slid in, and not only did it have a Surging Sparks booster box in it, I was able to get my first booster box out of a vending machine. It had a Black Bolt and White Flare ETB. So I grabbed all three, left a bunch behind for the people behind me. There was a couple more booster bundles in there, but really excited to have some more of that to open as well. And it really seems like with Surging Sparks, they are printing those booster boxes. You've seen that the price drop, and everything that I have up, people are trading me Surging Sparks booster boxes. I'm taking it. I don't really mind. If I can go from anything up to a booster box, I'm pretty happy. So we are almost halfway through the box, and we don't have nearly the cards to show for it that we have had in other boxes. We have our one illustration rare. We are really, hopefully, due for another coming up soon, and leaving not much room for a special illustration rare. So the last two boxes that we've opened, we've gotten one special illustration rare out of each. Both of them for trainer cards. Out of Destined Rivals, we got Ethan's Adventure. And then out of Mega Evolutions base set, we got a Lieutenant Surge. I don't even know what the last word is, and it's blanking. But, so, we have, a Mega Sharpedo. We have a hit there. Awesome. And we have 2 packs left in this side of the box. We have another Mega hit. But we keep getting trainer cards as our special illustration rares. That's the more important thing to talk about. Would love to break that up. This one does have a great special illustration rare, being Dawn. I think behind the Charizard and Rotom, that's the one that I want the most because I really don't like the other ones. So I wouldn't be as upset with that one as I would in other boxes, because I think the other boxes had better special illustration rares to choose from and hopefully get, and we didn't. So we have our last pack, the Charizard art. I do love the artwork on this set, the Charizard and the Gengar specifically, but can we get some halfway last pack magic? I think I already see the border. I don't think we're gonna have it. So we'll take a short break after this pack and we'll move on to the next side. But overall, just happy to be opening this. We have our reverse. Whoa, I was wrong. We have an illustration rare. We have the Meowth. Gotcha, everybody. That is so great. And I do love the artwork on this card. It was out of my price range as a Japanese exclusive, especially as popular as it got, but love that they came out with an English, love they made it more available. What a great background. So, last pack magic, hitting the halfway mark, and we'll be back in a moment. Welcome back. After a short penny sleeve and top loader break, we got all of our cards sleeved up and protected, and we are on to the last 18 packs, the second half of the box. Really have to ask myself, what do I want out of these last 18 packs? We are hoping for a special illustration rare, but everything in this box has been off-centered on the front, left to right. And it's pretty bad, especially when I can notice it immediately on camera here, right on the front. You can tell it's off-centered. So pretty automatically not a 10. Everything in the box is like that. Even the hollows you can tell. So just kind of bad luck with this box that I'm opening. Maybe if they inserted a special illustration rare, it won't be off-centered. I think I'd try to grade it anyway and just take the probable 9, but I'd really have to look if it was something like a Charizard. Just want to remind everybody early into the second half of this box, and I should have done it sooner, wish I did, for anyone that tuned away, and for all of you that are still watching, make sure to go like this video and subscribe, because at 500 subscribers, I am giving away that Gold Star Alakazam when we hit our watch hours. So 500 subscribers and hitting our watch hours. A big part of that is watching these videos, subscribing and supporting, and that Gold Star Alakazam could be yours. I'll put a message up in the description for any rules or questions, but leave a comment and let me know what you want to see me give away next as well, because it's possible we hit 500 subscribers without hitting those watch hours, and at which point that card would still be up for grabs. So I have a couple ideas. I'm thinking about doing 750 as the next one, and just 750 straight subscribers that you can win. And let me know whether you want to see me give away a booster box, a slab, a single, anything you want can be yours. So already through the first half of this box, and that might be something in the back there if you can see it. Let's see what we have. I definitely see a pattern in the back of this pack. We have our reverse hollow. Our reverse hollow, what's this back spot? A Rotom EX, so nothing huge, but nice little EX. This is your buddy back there. That special illustration rare. Is it hiding in these last several packs that we have? As we jump in to this pack, I really want to take the opportunity to flex and talk about, I want this Charizard because I was able to win the guard, was able to enter the raffle and win for the 1 of 5,000 Daybreak guard. Pretty much made specifically for the Charizard. You can put any Pokemon in there you want, but why else would they make it right now other than to fit that special illustration rare? So if anybody wants it, it is up for grabs. Feel free to comment if you're interested, but would love to have a Charizard, would love to get a 10 on it. Whoa, nice. So our double rare Ignition Energy. Wow, I really like that too. It's still off-centered, but I love the texture on that. Super cool. Yeah, I'd love my own Charizard and a 10 to keep in that guard. That's where I'd put my Charizard if I had one. I'll flash that meme up there. So we have another double rare, and we are moving right along. And Pokemon keeping up the hype. They have already released or announced, and 2 EXs in a row. A Mega Dancy EX. Awesome. Put that in our EX pile. They've already released the new Dream set with the Mega Gengar SIR, so it's going to have its own separate set. We'll see what they load that one with. Maybe there will be a couple other big SIRs. Right now, it's just rumors and leaks of what it looks like, but I've seen some fan arts that were really good, and then a lot of people are not very happy with this leak that is usually ends up being confirmed. They usually are pretty spot on with those, and they're leaked from reputable sources. So it's a cool card. I like the Gengar. I don't think I like it as much as the Charizard, and overall, both of them left me wishing for a little bit more. All right, we have our energy, and this is just a very light box of the 2 that I had. Do I wish I picked the up one? Whoa! All right, right on time. Another illustration rare, one we haven't talked about, the Dugong. Kind of in the northern lights, up in the Arctic. This is really cool, and again, a little off-center, but one that will sleeve up right away. I'm gonna sound like a broken record talking about how these cards look, and honestly, with as off-center as they are, I haven't even checked for corner damage, because I probably won't send these in anyway. May just try to trade them for other things, trade up for maybe, or exchange for an illustration rare that I want. We'll see what comes of these cards. Really have to do a close look and see what they look like. Another company, I don't even know if they sponsor anybody, but with Graded Guard, with that Charizard, I have a bunch of them that I've been entering the draws for. I keep a lot of cards in there, and they're super cool. I wish they'd sponsor me too. So if they sponsor anybody and they end up seeing this, send me a message. I really like your products. I really like talking about them. I love the way they look on cards. One of my favorite ones, I have the Graded Guard Eclipse on my first edition Moonbryon slab, the OG Moonbryon. I was able to get that card way before it blew up. I got it for a couple $100, sent it into PSA. It is an 8. I got an 8 on it, but now it's pretty much upwards of $2,000 almost before this last fall. I think it may have dropped right underneath. Another new thing we have is our Smeargle sculpture statue from the special delivery box. I'll probably have that video up soon, so if you're watching this video and a couple weeks have gone by, I did film the opening of that special delivery box. It had a Evo Skies pack in it, a Fusion Strike pack, Brilliant Stars, and Lost Origins. And I'm not going to tell you what we hit here. You have to go watch the video. I'll tell you that it probably was better than we're doing in this box for how many packs that we've opened and how few hits that we've gotten. The special delivery packs are pretty loaded, so go check that video out. When it's up, I'll try to come back and change this video. Get the link in there for everyone to come watch. But I love them. You got the plushies, we got a sculpture, I'm going to keep that. I got a Squirtle hat. The Squirtle hat is unreal. I didn't even know it was a hat until I opened it. I had to read the tag. It's a little bit too small for my head. It's probably made for a kid, but it's really funny looking and something I will probably pass on to a kid at one of the next shows that I do, which I have one coming up. This set came out just in time. I will put those illustration rares out on the table, see who wants them, and they'll be brand new. So a lot of people will probably still be chasing them. The prices will have come down a little bit from this pre-release. Really, I never recommend getting anything pre-release. If you can't get MSRP, you see all these pre-release prices on TCG Player, and they're just astronomical. Everyone tries to think and tell you that, oh, the set's going to come out, and then the price is going to continue to go up because people are just going to want to buy. It pretty much always goes down. 99% of the time, I can't even think of one that went straight up. They all come down in at least the first couple days, couple weeks. So wait it out. Ooh, all right, not the right Mega Charizard, the lowest Mega Charizard, but a Mega Charizard nonetheless. We have one. And with 4 packs to go. Do you have a friend hiding in there? Do you have anything hiding in there, honestly? Special illustration rare is a special illustration rare, but I'm fine with anything. For how small of a set this is, we have not done too well with this box. As I said, this is the smallest set since Heart Gold and Soul Silver Undaunted. But we are kind of getting crushed by this one. Even just looking at the time on this video, I'm moving through this one way faster than I have other boxes, because there's just not that much to stop and stare at. We have a reverse, and an Empoleon EX. So, all right, another basic EX. I feel like we're even hitting those at a lower rate than we were with Mega. So we have 2 packs left. Hopefully, some luck in here. The first side of the box, the last pack, we got an illustration rare. There's only been 1 illustration rare on this entire side of the box. I guess there was only 2 on the last side. So hopefully, in the last 2 packs, we have something here. I don't have any ETBs for this set. So as far as videos that are coming up, there we go. All right, our second illustration rare, the Ambipom. This is another really colorful one. Not one of my favorites for no reason at all other than the Pokemon on it, but looking at it in person, I like all the berries on it. It's really colorful, and I do like that art style a lot. So now that I'm holding it, I like it more than I thought I would. We'll sleeve that up right away. We'll go into our last pack. Got a light box, a little bit of last pack magic, the Mega Lopunny pack art. Yeah, I don't have an ETB. They did not have those today, and I'm torn on whether I'm even going to get one. I'm going to get one to try to get a video up at some point. But the next thing that is releasing, I have a decision to make: either go to GameStop or try to go back to a local card shop and get a unsealed as well. Unsealed and ready to open. That's our holo. All right, did it the wrong way. But an unsealed UPC, and I would do that video first. It's way more exciting. We have the promo cards. They're free hits because there's not even a box topper in this one, if you noticed. Only nothing. Wow. All right, so we have nothing. We have our 4 illustration rares. We did not have a special illustration rare in that box. Kind of got crushed, but super excited. Again, giveaway coming up when we hit our watch hours and 500 subscribers, and more to come on Phantasmal Flames. Thank you so much for watching.